Hello there, Peter here from company Webeka. This is going to be a very short and very interesting tutorial on how we can build content strips. Content divider strips. What is a content divider? When we have a page that has one section of content, then we have something else, and we have this divider strip. So we're going to be building this tiny divider strip, but we're going to take slightly different approach to building it. We're going to be integrating advanced custom fields to give our clients ability to modify it, and we're going to be doing that inside the WordPress custom built template. Let's get started. So a little background on what we have already. We have a header. For this client, we have this section that changes content, and we also have the footer here already built, so we're just going to need to add this section that will span from one side of the website to another one. Let's get to actual programming. So we put together template services page right here, and let's close this up, and it's going to go here between the home with heading and the previous block, which contains all of this section items. We're going to need to give it a name and make sure that we specify that it's a specific block. Going to give it a name of A0012 start, and we're going to end it right here. Okay, and then we're going to create a section. I kind of like to reuse the modules from the previous development work because I want to save time on programming. I program every day, daily, and I want to do other things in life besides just spending time programming items. So if we have rows, this looks at advanced custom fields, a field, it's a group field, and if we have this specific field, it's actually going to display something. If not, it's not going to display. So that's really important, something that we always have to make sure that does exist. Okay, I'm going to give this an ID of A0012, and the rest we're going to code. So I'm going to just get rid of not everything. This tag over here, I'm going to remove the div. We do need a container tag, so I'm going to keep that. And we're going to need to keep the row tag, but we'll need to modify it slightly. Okay, excellent. It's just going to be a group field, so we're not going to add anything else that's way too fancy. I'm going to upload this now, and obviously we shouldn't be seeing anything within the website. Let's have a look. Going to refresh the page now. Yes, we're not seeing anything. That's what we expect. Alright, so the next stage will be to actually go into WordPress. We're going to go to custom fields, going to add a new custom field, and we're going to title this A0012. Going to also add, so we created a group, we're going to add a field now, A0012, and this is going to be a group. So the group will contain several items. Let's have a look at what designer has put together. Our designer put together 3 items. Basically there's going to be 3 text boxes, but we need to make sure that we can add this specific color to it. How are we going to do that? I think I'm going to add, it's not going to be a text box, it's going to be WYSIWYG editor, and this is going to be column column 1. I think that's pretty much self-explanatory. People will understand that this is column 1. And oh, it's a group. Yes, correct. Okay, everything's good. Let's add another one, column 2. Same thing, WYSIWYG editor. And let's add the last one, column 3. It's going to be an editor. Okay, great. So what we need to set up here is to make sure that it shows up on the right page. Post template will be set to services page because this is services page. Where is it? Here we go. Okay, so we're going to click hide on screen. We're going to hide content editor because we don't need it. We're using advanced custom fields for that. And we're going to publish it. Okay, so we have just published it. We're going to go to pages now. Navigate over to services page. Within the services page, we have this. See how huge and bulky this is? I don't like it. Let's go and modify it. Actually, I'm going to open this in a new tab so we can experiment with the way that it looks. I'm going to select table, update. I think that's the right setting. Yeah, that's the right setting. Now we have 3 boxes that we can look at. Let's see if we can make it even more smaller. I think we can't. Okay, that's as far as it will go. Okay, we're going to push this down by clicking arrow here because I want it to be after this section, and this footer needs to go all the way down. So we're going to push this down all the way down. Okay, now we have the right order. No, we don't. Okay, so the footer, then this thing. Okay, footer, this thing, and we have the text over here and the header image. Okay, everything is in the correct order right now. Let's add some text. Let's add number 1 in service. Number 1 in service, and I'm going to go to the visual, and I want to color this in with the right color. And we're going to click custom color. It's going to ask us for RGB or the pound type of sign here with the actual color color code. I'm going to use color code just like that. We're going to copy this color code because we'll need it in other fields. I'm going to paste this color code in a small text document. Sorry, not calculator, notepad. So I'm going to just quickly add it here because we'll need to recopy it. Then we're going to go to our design file. Where are you? Yep, here we go. 48 states and Canada. Let's copy that, paste here. Number 1 specialized. Okay, I'm going to go to visual again. So here we have states and in. Let's change the color to the custom color. I'm going to set this like this, and in has to be also the right color. Custom like this, click OK. Okay, done. Let's go and update this. Let's have a look at what's happening on the front end. Theoretically, we shouldn't really be seeing anything just yet. Okay, we're not seeing anything, that's good. Okay, so we're going to actually output we're going to create a structure right now. On a mobile device, I want this thing to be just one item per row, and on starting from medium, actually I'm going to give it margin top 4, and on the medium device, actually large device probably, I'm going to give it a 4, and align center. So I'm going to align these items to the center, and we're also going to give it another style. A12 text, so we can style them properly. Over here we're going to paste them. We're going to include them by just copying this, add in here, and this is going to be call underscore 1. Call underscore 1. I'm looking at the call, the way that it's typed out. All of the spaces get replaced by underscores, and all of the capital letters become smaller case letters. That's how I know what to type here. And this is going to be 2, and this is going to be 3. Done. Let's have a look. Before we go, I'm going to just jump ahead just a bit here, because we need to add CSS styles, and this is going to be 12. So E13 is coming up. I wonder what that will bring. Usually 13 is a interesting number. There's always something that has to do with 13. Script that will be in number 13 will probably be something unusual. It always happens like that. Okay, so we're going to save this and save this. Now we're going to see the actual output on the front end of the website. There we go, number 1 in service, 48 states and Canada, and number 1 specialized. Great. So we're going to declare this ID within the CSS, just like that. And we're going to, we're also going to declare this custom field that we put together, sorry, custom class that we put together, just like that. Alright, so the only thing that's outstanding now is to really style it. When we look at the specific design, we need to get that color, because I have no clue what the color is. Looks kind of different from any other color that we use on the website. Going to save this to desktop, then temporary files. Just going to call it number 1, and going to open it. Desktop, temporary 1. Going to use a color picker to find what the color is. That's the color. Going to copy it. Hopefully it copied. Background color. Yes, it did. Wonderful. Okay, great. So that was the most important thing that we need to do, is to get that background color. Let's refresh this. Okay, we're almost there. Let's click inspect. I'm not going to use mobile version. I'm going to use desktop version to look at it right now. And we're going to state color as white to make sure that our text appears white. Then we're going to give some padding bottom, 20 pixels, like 10 for now. Font size, 20 pixels. I'm using pixels because I'm going to be reusing this in a different project as well, so I want to make sure that it stays the right size, not EMs. And we're going to give it font size, font weight. Let's see if we can make it just slightly bolder. Yeah, now it pops. Okay, I think that would be pretty much it when it comes to styling. And as you can see, we didn't even require this style. So that's good. Upload it. Refresh it. So now we're going to see how it behaves on mobile devices. Okay, I'm going to go slowly and reduce the screen size. Okay, excellent. Looks good. Need to make sure that everything works well on mobile devices. For example, this item needs to have the font size reduced. Alright, so we have done that. Let's give this a bit of a margin from the top. About 40 pixels. Because I don't want the content to be squished. Okay, I think this is done. Going to save this like this. Going to delete this style, we never needed it. Don't like styles to just stay here loosely like that, so I'm going to remove it. Just like that. Going to save this. Okay, we're done. So what are we going to do with this now? We're going to take this element, we're going to go to ACF boot, Advanced Custom Fields boot library, and we're going to go to content, and we're going to go to content divider. You can see that there's one divider that's already here, BC5, but we're going to actually take this code right here, we're going to take this code right over here, and we're going to just simply add it to our library. Next time that we need to add a divider, we're not going to recreate it, we're just going to use the one that's already here. Advanced Custom Fields ACF boot library has colossal amount of code. Actually, not yet. It's going to have colossal amount of code. Right now it has fairly large amount of code that you can use if you want to become a member of it. It's $1 to join for the first month, and then it is $5 a month. But there's quite a bit of really cool modules that you can take advantage of. Content blocks of different sorts with fairly cool CSS transitions. We have here images. Again, very easy to use. You just copy HTML code, copy CSS code, use JSON file to import your advanced custom fields, and you're done. It takes about 2 to 5 minutes. Depends on the complexity of the block to actually put it into a website. So you can literally create websites in hours, not days. Alright, so that would be it. If you have any questions, please ask them in the comments below. If you want to join in to an ACF boot library, I'll be happy to see you. And happy coding. Thanks. Take care. Bye.